Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about keeping up with the Joneses. You know, where your neighbor has a big house, so you want a big house, and your neighbor has a nice big luxury car. So now you want to go out and get you a nice big luxury car, and you envy the possessions that your neighbor has. Well, keeping up with the Joneses is not just limited to material possessions. When you have a surgery and you're in outpatient physical therapy, you have degree envy, as I like to call it, of other patients in physical therapy. For instance, this morning I was at my second outpatient physical therapy appointment for my left knee. My therapist and I are celebrating. We are cheering. We are just whooping it up because I have reached 117 degrees on my left knee. And then we hear out of another corner in the room, the therapist says her patient has reached over 141 degrees. And I quickly had to adjust my thinking because I'm like, okay, you're celebrating 117 degrees, and here's this man who is doing over 140 degrees. Your knee hadn't bent to 140 degrees probably in 40 years. But here's what I realized. Every patient is different. Every surgery is different. I don't know the circumstances under which he's now making to 140 degrees. I don't know his age. I don't know anything about him really. But as a patient, we have the tendency to hold ourselves up and measure ourselves against what someone else is doing. And I want to encourage you today not to find yourself caught up in that cycle, because you will leave physical therapy feeling sad and dejected because you're not doing as well as other people. And when you don't know their story, they don't know your story. So I want to encourage you today to celebrate your victories. If you got 1 degree to get day more than you had on last time, celebrate, because that gives you more range of motion and more mobility. Who cares if it looks like what anybody else is doing? It is your best, and it is worth celebrating. So here today, I want to talk to you about don't have a degree envy. Do your best. And when someone else is celebrating, celebrate with them. And you celebrate when you have your own accomplishments. Don't envy what other people have, because you don't know what they had to do to get there. See, what I failed to tell you earlier about this guy, he was probably in his late 20s. He was an athlete. I could look at his physique and tell that he was probably an athlete his whole life, and he was still in excellent condition. And then he also been in physical therapy for 4 months. That's 16 weeks, guys. This is my second visit to physical therapy. I got 116 degrees. He has 140. Now, mind you, because I had a total knee replacement, my therapist also explained that most total knee replacements, they never gain that type of mobility. Getting your knees replaced increases your mobility and makes it less painful, but it is not a natural knee. So it is not going to do what a natural knee does. So you can have great goals and great expectations and push to meet those, but don't hold yourself up and compare yourself to what other people are doing. I spoke with a client today on the phone. She's a few weeks out now from physical therapy, and we had the exact same conversation about the slow progress that she's making. So we talked about, staying focused and celebrating the progress that you make, because progress is progress, and progress is beautiful. When you're coming from being in pain every day to a place where you're in less pain, you have greater range of motion, and you are able to get back to the activities that you enjoy in life, that's victory right there. That has victory written all over it. Who cares if you cross the finish line number 1, or if you cross the finish line 101, you still crossed it, because there was a point when you would have never made it to the end. So today, celebrate your victories. Don't have degree envy. Don't have extension envy. Do what you can do. Do your best and celebrate. So guys, I hope this helps you out and encourage somebody. So when you're feeling frustrated, just celebrate. Celebrate you. Celebrate your own accomplishments and lay the measuring stick down. All right. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.